Hello dear ones, I am Anamika Patel. I am a licensed Heal Your Life teacher and a life coach. In this video tutorial, I would like to share with you my understanding of how to use affirmations for effortless manifestations. I have manifested a lot of wonderful experiences in my life. Simply put, affirmations are any statement we make, positive or negative. Negative affirmations create more of negative experiences. On the other hand, positive affirmations create positive experiences. So in this tutorial, we are going to focus on how to write positive affirmations so you may be able to create what you do want into your life. Now, often we pay so much focus on what we do not want that what we do want, we lose sight of it. And if you have used affirmations in the past and have found that they didn't work fully, or some worked, some didn't work, then perhaps there's either resistance in your consciousness to those areas that they didn't work in, or you're not very clear about what you really want. You might be clear about what you don't want, but there might be a lack of clarity about what you do want. So my recommendation to you is find a licensed Heal Your Life teacher like myself, or a life coach who is trained and really good at affirmations, and work with them to release the resistance and blocks in your consciousness so you become more receptive and more open to let the good flow through your life, and also to gain clarity of what you actually want. So we'll begin with the basics, and you might be familiar with some of these. Number one, affirmations should always be written in the present tense, and they should be personal. So, examples, they should always start with I am, or I have, or my ... Okay, why? Because the concept of past, the past only exists in our mind. Time is a relative concept, so both past and future exist in our mind. We live in the present moment, and our mind is very clever. It knows only now. So avoid using terminology like I will like to have, or I will have, or I want, or I need, because the words I want, I need denote a lack of something in your life right now. And whatever we want to manifest, we have to say it in present tense as if we already have it now, because now is the only time that our mind actually knows. So you have to believe it before you see it. We'll get to that, how to do that in a bit, okay? Also, the bit about they have to be personal. So what do I mean? Let's take an example. Let's think you are having problems with your boss at work, and you want the relationship between yourself and your boss to improve. So if you are making affirmations like my boss is nice, my boss is supportive, it might not work. Instead, if your affirmations are my boss is nice to me, my boss is supportive of me, my boss identifies and supports all my needs, then even though your boss might continue to be mean to the other staff, your experience with your boss will change. your relationship with your boss will change. Your boss might not change, because to change your boss has to do the work on themselves. Here we are talking about working on ourselves. So as you work on yourselves and you start affirming for a better experience, your experience will change. So that is what the number one is. Present tense and personal. Okay? Number two, keep them simple, short, and sweet. Until and unless you are very confident and have been working with affirmations for a long time, I would recommend that you keep them short. Why? Because the longer the affirmation becomes, the more chance is that some kind of negative belief or the feeling of lack will sneak in. Okay? So, shorter affirmations. Second reason why shorter affirmation, simpler affirmation. Because the shorter and simpler it is, the easier it will be for you to memorize it by heart, and the more likely you will be to repeat it more often. If your affirmation is like 2 sentences, 3 sentences long, you might start with a lot of excitement and zest, but after a few days, it might dwindle off. So keep it short and simple, so you can memorize it and repeat it throughout the day again and again and again and again. That brings us to the question, the very important question. How many times do I have to do the affirmations before I see what I want? Well, the simple answer is, I don't know. On average, we think about 12,000 to 60,000 thoughts a day, out of which 85% are negative thoughts. And 95% we just recycle. We think the same thoughts again and again every day. So, depending upon which area of life you're working on, if already your belief system is positive in that area, you might be able to manifest within minutes, within hours, within days. But if it is an area where you have resistance and blocks and limiting beliefs, you might have to do the affirmation 1,000 times, maybe for months, maybe for years. I affirmed for 15 years to come to UK, and then I got here. But there have been other affirmations that have worked within days for me, some even overnight. So it really depends where your resistance is and where you are open and receptive. So now we come to my biggest tips that have helped me manifest a lot of goodness in my life. So my big tip number 1, do not say your affirmations when you are feeling the lack of what you want. What do I mean by that? So we're going to take an example. Okay, let's say you want a loving relationship in your life, but you have just gone to bed and you evidently feel the lack of the other person. Okay, or you went to a restaurant and you felt embarrassed to eat alone, so you got a takeaway. But somewhere it triggered you, oh, okay, I am lonely, so let's start doing affirmations. I have a loving relationship. 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 No, don't do it at that time. First, make yourself aligned and in the receptive mode. What do I mean by that? Be happy. Be in that state of feeling whole and complete and loved. So, how can you get there? Watch a video, okay? See a photo of a couple holding hands, okay? Watch a video where 2 people are lovingly talking to each other, or sharing some quality time, or doing activities together, doing chores together. Anything that makes you experience and feel the love of a genuine, loving, whole relationship. And when you're watching this video or seeing a couple on the road holding hands and walking in love, try to visualize how you would feel if you had it. And once you get that feeling of overwhelming love and happiness, then do your affirmations as many times as you can while you're in that zone. And every time you feel lonely or aloof, watch a video, do whatever it takes you to get into that receptive mode, whatever safely takes you into that receptive mode, and do your affirmations. Okay, so last and the biggest tip ever, allow the universe to work out the details. Let go. Do not try to figure it out at all. How it will happen, when it will happen, where, by whom, through whom. Don't try to figure out the details. Just declare your desire and allow the universe to set into motion the laws of attraction to get you what you want. Okay, I'll share an example with you. So back in 2018, after I'd read Life Loves You by Louise Hay and Robert Holden, I really wanted to meet Robert Holden. So I affirmed that I would meet him. And within days, I received an email from Hay House advertising the I Can Do It event in London, where Robert Holden was going to do the opening keynote. It's a 2-day event, and I really wanted to go. That for me was like, wow, okay, universe has given me an opportunity. But I'd just finished uni. We'd used most of our savings to pay for my postgrad. And even though my husband is super supportive and very loving, I just didn't want to spend any more of our savings, especially not on paying an event, you know, to go to just to fulfill my desire of meeting Robert Holden. So I affirmed that I had the 2-day pass for the event. I did not ask for the money for the ticket. I did not ask that I receive the ticket as a gift from somebody. I did not specify, you know, okay, give me money from this source or that source, no, or give me the ticket from this source or that source, no. And also I did not bargain. So no bargaining with the universe, okay? I did not bargain with the universe that, oh, please, please, please give me the 2-day ticket or the 1-day ticket so I may go and see Robert Holden, and in return I will do this, this, this. And I did not even bargain and lower my deservability by pleading, please give me 1-day ticket so I may go and see Robert Holden. No. I stuck to my affirmation and I kept saying, I have the 2-day pass to the event and I am hugging Robert Holden. Within hours from receiving the information about the event, within hours I received another email from Hay House advertising Louise Hay's bursary scheme, in which they were offering 8 spaces for free for the event. I applied immediately, and guess what? I got the bursary and I received the 2-day pass for the event. And let me tell you, I was the first one in the queue for my book to be signed by Robert, and I hugged him and I tweeted about it. So, do not try to work out the details. Do not bargain with the universe. Do not lower your deservability. Declare it with conviction, what you really desire, and allow the universe to work out the details. So, in a nutshell, present tense, personal, simple, short, do not work out the details, and be in the zone of positive, happy mood before doing the affirmations. If you found this video useful and feel that this is something you would like to explore further, then get in touch with myself or go on HYLyourLifeWorkshops.com and find a licensed Heal Your Life teacher near you. I wish you all the best. May all your fondest dreams come true easily and effortlessly. May you become the master of effortless manifestations. Love, love and blessings. Namaste.